$525 billion to Ukraine, $750 billion to illegals, $700 for Maui families, and $750 for hurricane families. Can you guys imagine? Shout out to Trump 2024 USA on their comment. Shout out to Gal Gadget's comment, not the official Gal Gadget, but an individual who named themselves that on YouTube. So life is tough. It's even tougher if you're stupid. John Wayne explaining Democrats. And then we have another comment that says voting for Kamala equals voting for Biden. We all saw Trump and Biden in the debate. Are you still voting for Kamala? Vote for President Trump. What do you guys think about that? And then there's about 2 more comments before we get into the main video. This comment really intrigued me. I really thought this was very interesting. I don't know. Shout out to Jill. I don't know about all the rest of you guys, but I'm tired of being so broke and struggling to pay insurance and prescriptions. Just taking $10 to get a haircut leaves you feeling guilty. So yeah, only Trump. He's our only chance. Wow. Prayers out to you, Jill. We are all feeling this. Okay. We are all feeling the Democrats, the Decepticonocrats. And I think I got all of them. I think that's all of them right there. And then we have someone saying, don't get complacent. Get out and vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Trump Vance 2024. The choice is abundantly clear. So that's that, guys. A lot of really deep stuff that is being said in these comments. And yeah, my personal thoughts, I understand completely. I get it. And we're going to get right into this video. Shout out to Benny Johnson. And yeah, before we get started, I just want to say welcome to the King Squad. This is the best reaction channel on YouTube. Okay, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Shout out to the King Squad family, and the King Squad elites. You guys are the bomb.com. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. All right, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos so more people can be exposed to the truth, and so we can get this content out, so we can be pushed out further, so more people can see what's going on. You know, because a lot of people are still being lied to by the mainstream media. So it's important that we get this content out. And I hope each and every single one of you guys is having a great and awesome day. And if you're not, well, you woke up this morning. That's a beautiful and awesome thing right there in itself. All that beautiful stuff. I hope everybody's making their money legally and drinking their water and eating broccoli if you can eat broccoli. All that beautiful stuff. No, it's not financial advice nor fitness advice. And you guys are awesome, if nobody told you today. Let's get right into this video. I will give my thoughts and commentary more so on the back end and here and there periodically, but more so on the back end. Let's go.
This is your boy Benny. One of the maxims of a relationship is that you don't like being lied to. You don't like being deceived, whether it's wife, girlfriend, or just your buddy. If you have a person in your life who's constantly lying to you, you're gonna have a miserable life. You certainly won't trust that person, and that relationship will naturally erode. This also holds true when it comes to American politicians. The politicians who regularly lie and deceive the American electorate end up not winning because people can't trust them. When you say you're going to make someone's life better, you say, well, that sounds like a lie. This is what's happening with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz right now. This according to Slate.com, far left-wing Slate, saying the brutal Tim Walz tactical error that cost him the debate. The debate was last week. Everyone, including the New York Times, CNN, Washington Post, Fox News, say that J.D. Vance won. And the reason why he won is that we all watched Tim Walz lie in real time. He lied about where he was in China, when he worked in China. He lied about his stance on abortion. He lied about his military history. He's just a dirty liar. So if he lies about things like this, how can you trust him when he says he's going to try and make your life better? The same thing goes for Kamala Harris, who yesterday during a hurricane briefing had to muffle under her breath here, screaming at her staff that they're on a live broadcast. Just basic incompetency. Kamala Harris is so fraudulent that she doesn't even know what kind of accent to use when she's in front of an audience like she was last night on Stephen Colbert's show. Here's an unedited clip of Kamala Harris.
Oh, empathy, man.
Yes.
You know, for the suffering of other people, have you no sense of purpose?
Well, okay, obviously the dreadlocks have been added, but this is Kamala Harris's own words what is this, like some kind of like Scottish Jamaican accent? Here's Kamala Harris's Latina accent.
I love you back.
So just prima facie total cringe. Kamala Harris is just a fraudulent person. She doesn't know how to pronounce her own name. She doesn't know how to speak. She didn't know what accent to use. We've heard her urban accent whenever she's south of the Mason-Dixon line or in places like Detroit. Here she is trying to drink a beer on the Colbert Show.
I think are one on vibes, because one of the old saws is they just want somebody they can have a beer with. So would you like to have a beer with me so I can tell people what that's like? Okay. This was, now we asked ahead of time because I can't just be giving a drink to the Vice President of the United States without asking. You asked for Miller High Life. You rather Miller High Life.
I'm sure that's what she asked for. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, the last time I had beer was at a baseball game with Doug.
So cheers. There
cheers.
It really looks like somebody who drinks a lot of beer. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
like
my fellow beer drinkers.
Milwaukee,
the
Wisconsin.
champagne and beers.
There you go.
So natural. Wow. You know, if you're like a laid off steel worker from Wisconsin, if you're a laid off like Teamster union worker in Wisconsin, your life has been decimated by Kamala Harris and her policies. Does this relate with you? Do you suddenly snap to it and say, wow, Kamala Harris, that's my girl right there. So natural. So natural. So charming. Look at the way she drinks it, right? Like with her pinky in the air. Total cringe. Is it as cringe as Kamala Harris drinking a beer and then lecturing hurricane victims over what they're doing wrong? Yeah. They are not hitting this moment right. They're not sending their best. And again, it gets worse with Tim Walz. Tim Walz like made a joke that he and Kamala Harris are sleeping together.
Waking up on November 6th with Madam President, and then that will be.
Did I just hear that right?
I want to be clear, you won't be waking up together. Unless you guys have gotten closer than we thought.
I have a problem about not being specific with my language.
Yeah, okay. No, me a knucklehead. I'm so dumb. This is what Tim Walz always said. I'm so dumb.
That guy is dangerous. Okay, we like how he's even being considered to be in a position of power is just beyond me, quite frankly. This guy, you know, he's calling himself a knucklehead. Talking about Tim Walz here, this guy right here, calling himself a knucklehead, and I have a trouble with speaking with my words, and I don't know my alphabet sometimes, and A-E-I-O-U, is that the vowels or the syllables? And you know, I get scared when I hear him talk. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, Trump 2024 all the way. And then, oh yeah, friends with school shooters. I'm like, whoa. And then Tampon Tim. Let's put tampons in our young men's bathrooms in middle school. And like, let's just sabotage the future generation of men, you know, and then boom. And there goes your families, there goes your military, there goes your police, there goes construction workers, everybody's painting their nails, and it's just all over the place. It goes down and gets worse from there. I'm just baffled by this Tim Walz guy, and I'm absolutely just disgusted. So I just wanted to state that because it is wild to me. What do you guys think about that? How do you feel about Tim Walz? Comment down below.
You lied, dude. No, I'm dumb. I wake up with Kamala Harris. This is Kamala Harris's husband, literally locking lips with Jill Biden. So maybe they're all just swingers. I don't know. Little weirdos. The people who are trying to defend, who are like paid to defend Kamala Harris and people like her, like Charlamagne the God, he can't even do it anymore. Charlamagne says Trump Vance ticket America First messaging resonates with voters a lot more. Oh, and now we can see in the actual poll numbers how right he is. Trump internal polling, Trump leads in all battleground states. Donald Trump just roaring towards the finish line. Trump is the closer. New electoral map based on internal polling. Trump 300 electoral votes, even worse than the Hillary Clinton election. Look at this map. This would be a beautiful map here. You would be winning Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the new flip, the new hotness. Donald Trump up 10 points in Polymarket. The Polymarket elections, 26 days to the election. Polymarket showing Donald Trump actually up more than 10 points. Now, just updated. Ooh, the smart money is behind Trump. Swing state polling pushes Trump over 280 electoral votes and into the presidency. Look at this battleground poll. Donald Trump just roaring ahead. People have seen who Kamala was. They've seen the fraudulence. They've seen the lies, and they don't like liars. People don't like people who lie to them. Trump up in Arizona, Nevada, North Carolina, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. At this point, Donald Trump's going to start picking off states like Virginia, right? And New Hampshire. As expected, says Schenck, she starts slipping behind. The answer is obvious. Go more populist. But there's not a populist in the building to tell them. Behind the curtain, Dems blue wall blues. Oh, yeah. Dems collapsing. Look at this. Democrat politicians and operatives tell us the vital states of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are getting tougher for Vice President Harris and the party's Senate candidates. Harris is depending on the blue wall to win the White House. Even if she struggles in the Sun Belt on private calls, some of Harris's top aides are saying that they believe the race will come down to Pennsylvania and Michigan. There's a growing worry among Democrats that Harris seems stuck, even sliding a bit after a strong start with her young presidential campaign. Her media blitz, heavy spending, and largely favorable coverage doesn't seem to be moving the needle because she's a liar. Quinnipiac showing Donald Trump taking the lead in places like Wisconsin. This was unthinkable just a couple of 2 months ago. Poll shows Trump surges to 3-point lead in Michigan. Senate races tied. Trump taking the lead in Michigan again. The electoral maps showing Donald Trump. This from Emerson College. These are left-wing polls showing Trump victory on election night. Trump surges to close gap against Harris in key voting group. Oh, yeah, key voting group. Let's see. Hispanic voters. There you go. I knew it. Hispanic voters. Trump's odds have surged, according to Fortune, over the past week, and he now holds a 2-vote electoral college lead, says prominent data scientists. Other polling showing that Donald Trump may well win the popular vote. This is what the election looks like if Trump wins the popular vote. Real clear politics, no toss-up map. Donald Trump flipping Michigan against Kamala Harris. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, man. 2024 election forecast. Trump just rocking it. This is what it looks like, man. This is Donald Trump in Joe Biden's hometown. Insane aura. That's exactly right. Ooh, man. Exactly right. Let's go ahead and watch. This is from Donald Trump's TikTok page. Here we go.
Change a damn thing. Let's get Trump in. Make sure you vote.
If you want to make America great again, vote.
I hope they don't try to copyright for that right there. But I'm going to play it through.
Nobody makes the case against lying Kamala Harris better than...
Yeah, I'm going to just pause that right there. So this TikTok right here is actually on the real Donald Trump _, I believe it says right there. But yeah, I'm just pausing it like that because sometimes they will try to hit us for a copyright. So we're going to just jump right back into this part of the video.
Not a thing that comes to mind.
Insane aura. That's exactly right. Look at this.
Done something differently during the past 4 years.
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Insane aura. That's exactly right. Look at this. Look at this. The chances of winning. The collapse is here. The collapse is real. Donald Trump up in every swing state, according to McLaughlin. We've been telling you. Get your boy Benny, like, share, and subscribe. We're going to win.
So shout out to Benny Johnson. Okay. Yeah, we have to win. Let me just start right there. It's we can't, like I said, everybody knows we can't afford another 4 years of this nonsense. We can't afford another 4 years of turning our kids into lab rats and test subjects and experimenting on them and have Dr. Doofenshmirtz as the vice president of the United States of America and cackling Ku Klux Kamala is out here sabotaging people and turning boys into girls and girls into boys, ruining future generations, kissing legacies goodbye, sabotaging people's seeds and DNA and all that kind of stuff, and sabotaging people's retirements and people trying to live out their lives and enjoy the rest of their life and the remaining of their years, and then they got to suffer and reenact. Let's just reenact every bad event in history in the United States. Yeah, when I see this, look, somebody says right here, shout out to Fire Flern. I know the comments are super small. I'm like trying to figure out how to like fix that because I'm going through some issues technically. But it says Americans are tired of being treated like non-citizens, while non-citizens are being treated like Americans. And that's a point that we're all seeing. Okay, the immigrants are living the American dream. Meanwhile, everybody that's not an immigrant, the Americans, the actual Americans, people that are already here, we're already here. We're getting treated like grunts. Like this stuff is ridiculous. Like your dollar doesn't go as far. Okay, everybody's struggling. Getting gas is like, oh my gosh. Getting groceries is like paying another car note. Okay, insurance rates are sky high. Just everything is just falling on its face. It's like this whole thing is collapsing right in front of us. And voting for Kamala is a big FU to the next generation. Voting for Kamala is an FU to your financial future. Voting for Kamala is an FU to your wallet. It's an FU to all the hard hours that you put in at your job. Okay, voting for Kamala is sitting here saying, I don't care about tomorrow. Like, that's how I see voting for Kamala Harris. And I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think voting for Kamala Harris looks like. What do you think voting for Donald Trump looks like? Okay. So these are my own personal thoughts about this. And somebody says right here, polls are not voting. Go out and vote for Trump. Take a friend with you. Trump, Vance 2024. Yeah, I definitely agree with that stuff right there. People here in the comments are saying they got in on their votes early. Comment down below if you registered already and started voting and all that kind of stuff. Mailed your ballots in and all that kind of stuff. It is an open space, which is why I invite that. And I always love seeing what you guys have to say about this stuff. So, yeah, people are saying don't get too comfortable. I completely agree with that. It definitely will take some hustle and bustle. Okay, it definitely takes getting up and going out to vote. So the call to action, peacefully is there. Voting is there. We have to get up and actually go vote because, it's just. It's going to be some more dark times. Okay, Kamala Harris is Biden reincarnated, and then they're trying to guilt people and guilt trip people by getting Obama to sit here and revive his speeches and come back and try to make people feel bad, and it's just nonsense. It's nonsense. So that's my thoughts on it, you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, I ask that you keep it respectful, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys left a positive comment. Okay, you guys are the bomb. Comment. Don't let anybody, and I mean anybody, tell you any different. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video all the way through. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. It really helps the channel get out there so more people can enjoy this content.